The truth is, bro, life's about greasing the do-back, buddy, and wheezing on the buffest, man. High school was interesting, alright? It was kind of like a harsh ride. Ow, ow. We're going on to bigger and better things, buddy. So today we watched Encino, man. It's a classic movie, and it's basically a little story about Samwise Gamgee and Pinocchio from the Pinocchio. Okay, so it was two guys that were actors who were playing in the film, and they were acting, and they are friends in high school, and they find a caveman in the backyard of their backyard, and they become friends with him and take him to high school, and then there's some shenanigans. What did you guys think of the film?
I mean, I didn't hate it.
That's good. That's a surprise.
You know, you showed me this. We've all seen this movie.
Yeah.
And you showed me this, I don't know, like 15 years ago or something.
15, 20 years ago.
I remember just like being miserable. And just like being like, there's one joke that I like in this movie.
Yeah.
The joke where he's flirting with the girl and then the boyfriend comes into frame. Chris, pretend like you're being flirted with.
Hey Chris, you're cute.
That's my favorite part.
That's his favorite part.
It's still my favorite part.
But
I enjoyed a little bit more this second time.
Okay. Is it because you were kind of new to your filmmaking, film buff journey, and you were kind of being snobbish back then? Is that kind of why? Because you were teenagers and you're like...
I don't think so.
Okay. I think so.
Didn't really get into
I don't know.
I think it's the... I like more absurdist type humor now than I used to, I think. So maybe it's that. Because it's pretty much anything to do with the bully character.
Yeah, he's
I
pretty
think
good.
he's great. He's my favorite part.
Okay.
He adds a good, like, you know, funny quality to the like typical bully character. Like, it's still pretty standard bully stuff, but like the guy is doing it in a funnier way than most.
He's kind of hamming it up a bit.
Yeah.
He has his own flavor.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris? Do you have any thoughts on it?
Well, I grew up watching this movie.
As did I.
Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Very, very a lot.
Very a lot.
This is one of those movies that my family would put on and watch all the time. And, boy, for me, it hasn't lost any of its luster over the years. I think it's all around funny. I like the soundtrack. I like the...
Yeah, you were singing along to some of the songs.
Uh-huh.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a pretty straightforward movie. I don't know if we really have much to talk about.
What do you have to talk about?
I want to talk about the fashion sense of Stoney. Don't think I can pull
Honestly, I think it works on you.
Does it?
It looks good on you.
Yeah.
All right.
It really pops on you.
So this movie was made in 1992. So I was just a little boy, and I didn't watch it back then. I probably watched it maybe 10 years later, and I don't really know. But I was wondering, I guess, if Stoney, that's actually what people wore back then. Probably not, or how they talked.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been.
Could have been. I don't know.
It was the early 90s. 90s are still trying to figure themselves out.
I guess if anyone knows if that's how you guys dressed back then, let us know or talked.
Well, he kind of dressed like
hippie kind of.
Still, yeah, because he had like bell bottoms.
Yeah.
And like the bandanas and scarves and stuff, but like this kind of stuff, like the mesh stuff, I think maybe was more of
from the 80s.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's 92, so the 90s is still like there's still some remnants of the 80s that's like still holding on.
Yeah.
So, but he's I don't know. Pauly Shore himself is like just a unique character.
He's a treasure.
And personally, I like him. I don't have a problem with him. like some people do.
Yeah.
Okay, is this his best movie he's ever been in?
No, Goofy movie.
Okay, I was gonna be sure. Yeah, Goofy movie is his best movie. This is probably second best.
Mm-hmm. I would say so.
Yep.
That's a low bar.
But yeah, I guess like I was also like wondering if this is like how studio executives and writers would be like, oh, that's how the kids or the cool kids or the hip kids are talking these days or something, or dressing. I don't know. Or is he supposed to be weird?
I think that was his thing.
Okay, it's just his character.
I think that was just like his, almost like his, what do you call it? Like his persona.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Brendan Fraser? Was his all like physical act? There's no talking really. It was all physical.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like expressions and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Whatever.
It was fine.
This movie was like the beginning of Brendan Fraser being cast in like fish out of water movies.
Is there
like there's Encino Man. There's George of the Jungle.
Okay.
There's
basically the same character.
Blast from the Past.
That was a good one. I remember that one.
Like all three of those movies are him, like
The
coming
Whale.
from like
The what?
The Whale.
Oh, the whale.
But like those three are movies of him like coming in, like from sort of a sheltered place or like a from a different time or whatever into the modern era, and he's like learning about modern America.
Oh yeah, this is a star-studded film. Probably one of the most star-studded films ever. Two Oscar winners, and Samwise Gamgee, which is
He should have been an Oscar winner.
Yeah, beloved character. Yeah. Who else?
You said that this was the star-studded cast. biggest movie ever. So
it is. Who else? Who was that girl you were talking about? You're like someone.
Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She shows up for like 2 lines. It's weird that.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought at this time she was doing stuff, but it's weird that she's like they like kind of introduce her and almost make her a character.
Kind of.
She has like 2 lines. Same with Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah.
The Oscar winner.
Yeah.
You were talking about. He like just shows up, says like 2 lines, and then he's just kind of like a background character.
Well, he
like got short round. What do you?
Yeah, I was gonna say he like has had some pretty like involved parts, and he was Data in the Goonies. But then like he does this movie.
Cast him because like
I think it was more just like he probably knew someone or.
Well, it seemed like we need like a smart character or like,
but they didn't.
Maybe
it doesn't factor into it.
No, I just mean like they needed like a nerdy character, to like put in or like
a stereotypical Asian.
Yeah, or I was gonna say, or the casting director was like, we need an Asian in this movie. It's too white.
So we make him stereotypical.
Yeah.
So one thing I didn't really understand is, I mean, obviously they probably snuck in, but there was the bar scene after they take off with the car, and I'm guessing they just lied, but like they were underage. How would they even get in there? Or did they just...
Maybe they just weren't carding at the door.
That's okay.
Simple as that.
I mean, the bartender seemed pretty relaxed when the cops showed up.
Yeah. Police.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been wondering what he said for like...
Or something like that.
Oh.
I mean, I thought Sean Astin's character was kind of unlikable. Like how much he was doing the whole like, I'm a good guy, so you should want to date me.
I think that's the point, though.
But like he doesn't really like go through a real arc. He just kind of kind of lets her go off with Brendan Fraser, but then he like shows back up and like fights for not showing the photographs to prove that he's a caveman, and then suddenly she likes him for that. Like, I don't know.
Well,
like, it just doesn't do anything.
He got punched and he took it like a man, so he's a
That's
man.
true, yeah.
That's what they built that up.
So I don't know. Like it would feel more like a point to him being unlikable throughout most of the movie if there was, an actual like real moment, not like a oh, we got to write this way so that.
I think you're thinking too hard about a movie that was aimed towards like teenagers.
I mean, it's still trying to do something if it's trying to have a point to him being unlikable.
I don't know.
I would say.
He's supposed to be relatable. Like, oh, I want the girl, but I don't get her. It's not. They put all their
show him being an actual good person, so that we can be like, oh yeah, he should be with her.
He lied to his parents to get Link to stay. So that's
like
good.
she's with a guy already.
Yeah.
And that guy can be a bully, but she's still dating him. So like,
She breaks up with him at the roller rink.
Yeah, Blade.
She throws his ring on the ice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so she's
I'm
a
just
free
saying
agent.
initially, he should know that she's with another guy, so
But
deal with it.
He still wants her.
He's got main character
Yeah.
armor.
Syndrome.
Yeah. There's like this subtext of Stoney like not having a good home life
Sure.
that kind of weaves in and out throughout the movie. It's like small lines, like, you know, he talks about, like, you know, when they're getting candy and stuff at the, like, whatever convenience store, he's like, put these under your pillow or else your mom's gonna freak.
Yeah.
You know, and then at the table he's talking like
Talking with the dad.
Sean Astin's dad asks, like, how's your mom? And he's like, she's really bummed. Can you pass the peas? Like, it like shows up for like a little, like half a second, and then it.
Yeah, and he wants to marry the daughter so they could be part of their family.
Yeah, well, and then he's like, you know, if I had the whole Brady Bunch thing happening in my crib, I'd go grind over there.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like implying that his home life is not as like picturesque or as like good as theirs.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and that's why he wants to be with the caveman. He wants his friend.
well, yeah,
and he wants to treat him as a friend, whereas Sean Astin's like, I want to use him.
Yeah, when he's like, you know, family, like we're his family.
Yeah.
Because his family is not good.
Yeah. That's nice.
That's a good assessment.
It's something. It adds more depth to the character than like he's just a weird guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You never had anyone growing up that was just always at your house eating all your food.
You. And vice versa.
And you never came over. I mean, sometimes. I was more at your house.
We both came over to your house.
That one, a couple times,
A few times.
Yeah.
More than a few times.
One of those times.
I'd say at least several.
I would say several.
It's been
to be safe. Conservatively, several times.
Sure.
Yeah.
One of those times, Keegan was over. We watched Encino Man, and this is the box. It says, if you liked Wayne's World, you'll love Encino Man. So, did you guys think it added up?
I don't know if I would.
I think Wayne's World is better than this movie.
Oh, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd be like...
The comparison.
Yeah. It's a very interesting comparison.
The CBS radio network said that. Nobody specifically from that, just them.
So it's possibly not even a real quote.
What does the bottom say?
And the bottom, which is classic, says, where the Stone Age meets the Rock Age.
Hell yeah.
Which is very apparent in this film.
Is it?
Because they had music that was rock and roll in it.
Yep, they did.
All right.
So I guess, unless you guys have anything else we want to say, we'll do ratings. Keegan.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go thumbs down. Not 2 thumbs down.
Okay, that's better than I expected.
Like, there were things I laughed at. There were some funny lines. There were some funny moments.
Yep.
And it's whatever. I don't hate it. I definitely don't like it. I hope I don't ever have to watch it again.
Wow.
We're going to do a review in about 20 years. We're going to review all of our reviews, but we have to watch the movie again.
Nice.
And then see if anything's changed.
Uh-huh.
That'd be good for Legally Blonde, because I actually don't hate that as much anymore.
Ooh.
Has this replaced the bottom of the barrel?
Maybe.
As far as the
movie.
movies
Well, we
that
have
we've
one more
seen?
movie that I have up my sleeve. That's it's coming. I know Keegan
All
does
right.
not like that movie either.
I don't know what it is, but
You know, it's secret. Okay, so thumbs down, Chris.
I'm gonna go thumbs up.
Nice. This
It's
is good.
this movie. I have no like delusion about what this movie is, but like I have a good time whenever I watch it. It's definitely, it encapsulates like a certain like moment in time that I find enjoyable.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it. It's kind of there, but I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Oh.
I think it's kind of a stupid movie, but it's fun to watch with your friends. If you don't take it too seriously, it's just a good time. There's a lot of quotable things in the movie, like it's a Mousterian bull.
From the Mysterian era.
Yeah, so there's like things you can say, quote a lot, and I like that. It's one of those movies. Maybe I have just some nostalgia glasses on, but I think it's a pretty decent one. So thumbs up. And I've always wanted to wheeze the juice. Has any of you guys ever wheezed the juice?
I've wheezed.
You've wheezed? Okay.
I've wheezed the juice.
Like at the actual Quickie Mart or anywhere?
No, but I was at a wedding, and like would they have like water dispensers or like lemonade or whatever?
Sure.
I did that when I was a
Nice.
kid.
Did you get in trouble for it?
I don't think anyone saw me.
Nice. Okay. You were brave. I wish I was more brave like that. I want to wheeze the juice one time at least in my lifetime. And I'm getting braver. I wore this. It's pretty brave, so next time I will wheeze the juice. Okay, we're done. Yeah, like... Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.